Could it be that you have come to bring... Aye, Disa is my... 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'm simply... But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear... My word, could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent King Sven.
Me?
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught
Forgive me. This room turned up little of interest. But I've a mind to look... I'll head out first and... Forgive me. I can't sleep.
Wood for all my days. My legs are as lead. What to look forward to but a long day of work. But at last.
Your best
How's life treating you? Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be... Glad to assist you.
Always a pleasure.
Look as long as you please.
There is much we ought to tend to. How fared your mission? Was there this scrap? This alone can prove little. To think, Disa's act is a surprise, but a welcome one. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Disa's focus, you have done well, Your Majesty.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working...
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to... Since Magistrate Wardor has been sick, mayhap it would be prudent to visit... Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you.
That was certainly worthwhile.
Well done, everyone.
It is vital that we rest and regain our strength before moving on.
I wonder how Master Sebastian and Miss Daphne fare of late. Shall we pay them a visit? Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for. We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged. Shall we get some rest? The sun may have fallen, but the day is far from over.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Feeling rested, I trust?
This might contain useful information.
Shall we take a closer look?
I'd sooner stay out of that.
Over here, if you please. I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide. The Arisen decides our path.
And who, pray tell, are you? We shall await you here, Master.
Don't look to me to solve this. My sword arm could use some work. All my days are so tranquil.
Mayhap I'll come here whenever daytime.
Hail! Have you heard aught of the masquerade? 'Tis said they are in... However, but therein lies our chance. Might I ask you to infiltrate... I see. Have whatever my Will you lend me your aid? You have my thank. I will speak with this. Patrick will be wearing, hopefully this Come to think of it, I've not been told any guest of my... You should be going now, friend.
Mayhap I'll come here whenever daytime is.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as now. All places were so welcoming as this. How to proceed? I've been on my feet all day.
Got to keep moving.
My legs are as lead.
Fall asleep.
I must ask you to comport yourself.
You're far from your...
Naught but tedious talk.
Armate Prior.
Sir, how can I... If you've naught to...
It is quite time I received mine.
So enjoy dancing.
Is this fast truly to the...
So, tell me more of this ox cart.
As I hear it, it turned from the high road.
What is it? Is there or... Ah, I shall pen my answer anon.
I suppose...
I must earn the people's faith.
Many thanks. Twould seem my mother's tyranny has been weighing heavily on him. He has pledged to continue. This would not have been possible with...
Mayhap I buy myself a new sword now.
See this piece.
I must ask you to leave this place at once.
Surely 'twasn't my affairs of which they whispered.
Have you heard? There's to be more...
Surely the... My sword arm could use some work. My sword arm could use some work.
Aye, what is...
'Tis my duty.
Such quietude
Some of it
is a blessing. When battling larger monsters are... That said, I have heard whispers of a more intelligent beast. A monster who seeks a battle of wits and sounds positively fearsome.
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
we have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour...
In here.
Open up!
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check, lest you forget these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, as you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phaesus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. As you can see, I run an establishment that caters to certain pleasures. You're welcome to come and play anytime, if you escape with your life, that is.
Mayhap I ought to ask around town. A place to suit.
Oh, how lovely. I'll have to remember this place.
whatever am I to do?
We need more customers with heavy
I'm not sure what to do with myself today.
Nice and quiet today.
Oh, welcome, sir.
In case you haven't, so if there's no one about, you...
Aren't you sweet? I'd be glad to have you. Well now, who might you be?
Welcome.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Is there aught this pawn might do for you?
It seems you have obtained information regarding the false sovereign. Captain Brant will be eager to hear of it, I'm sure. Shall we report this development to Captain Brant? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Oh, sir, I beg you, find him and bring him safely.
You'll help him, won't you, Aris?
There is much we ought to tend to. I bear word from Regent, a minister who happened from the pains he took to remain. That alone is reason to the Regent Kin intends to. He bids you to use this opportunity. I shall ensure that the.
I am
There is much we ought to tend. Well, he is merely Deesa's puppet then. Even were he to. But if there's aught that could. He seems a man of pray. Allow me.
Queen Regent.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to, do not forget that we.
It would seem we've a need to visit the palace. Let us make for the palace, that she might investigate Minister Allen. His chambers.
Oh there.
Are you in the market for something in particular? Do come again.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Come take a look.
You'll be glad you did.
Always a pleasure.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
I'm unsure how best to proceed.
Polishing my armor can wait till the morn.
Another day,
Ox carts make for relatively safe for travel.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
This ox... I'll need to see some coin before I let you...
I've got to focus. My shift's only just begun.
If Master Sebastian is yet to return, perhaps we ought to make for Melve in search for him. I can guide you to the place of it.
Ranged attackers. They are the foes we need to kill first if we can.
Of course.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting.
No harm in picking a few.
You there! Help me, please! The fiends have been surrounded! I can't get away! Ah! I fear I'm poisoned! I fear I'm poisoned!
We have reached...
Thank you. Never did I dream those plants were poisonous. I suppose I was rather careless. You have my gratitude.
Master Sebastian ought to be safe now, but shall we look in on him at the manor all the same? Pray, allow me to show you the way.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
If you've a quap...
Well met. Hope to see you again.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain...
This ox cart's back. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Ah, here we are. The ox cart made it without too much trouble. Mayhap we could employ a cart for our next journey.
Bunch of sluggards.
a welcome sight. None of us is time to set tomorrow. It's just life.
Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again.
Very well. I shall return.
My bed. I dwarf title and I know how to spend it.
Such quietude. Blessing.
Home at last!
Welcome home.
Thank you, Diana. 'Twas a hard journey. But I only hope Mother will be...
A blue...
Oh, no. Rather rare, though. And particularly to Melv.
Really? Well, there's a picture of one stuck to the inner cover of...
A picture, you...
I believe Miss Daphne is describing a bookplate. The book in question will have been... Indeed, the mistress has been very... For true? Oh, I think I could arrange that.
Yes. Well...
All this racket. Good gracious, what is...
Oh, you must be the lady who's been supporting...
What precisely have you...
Not a word, mistress.
Good. As for you, girl, you need not thank me. 'Tis the privilege to be sure to leave the house, and fare you well, child. Know that where'er life may lead you. Come, Diana. I would speak with you alone.
What was that all about? Mother seemed...
I do wonder what that was all about. Though I'm not sure we ought to pry.
I scarce know what to make of this outcome.
Shall we make for Burnworth Palace? Let us make for the palace, that she might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. Pawns are forbidden from entering the castle grounds, but we may accompany you to the entrance.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
I can accompany you to the castle entrance, Master, but no further. Would you mind coming over here? We're here, Master.
If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
I've trained for this. So tired. My back just about ended.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere. Still, I suppose there's not much to worry about. It's not as if we let thieves wander around the palace, eh?
blessing.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait right there. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
When does my watch end?
You are the Arisen. Follow me.
What business could be so
I would not presume to, however...
Oh, perhaps... Oh, unring your... As if anyone... Now, if...
Surely none more...
Indeed. But that... What are you doing in here? I don't recognize you. Guards, seize the intruder.
You are not permitted to be here. Move along.
Wait for the new equipment to come in.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
monster.
Do not forget that there is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring... Let me see. It reads, "Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere up." A meager clue, though 'tis clear that the Queen Regent can... Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood... I fear such a partnership would only... At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. I will investigate these matters only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's... And ere it slips my mind, pray.
Phases. Now there's a name to remember.
It strikes me that we have not visited Melv for some time. Shall we stop by and see how its people fare of late? Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged. A good sleep will ensure we're...
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
All this quiet makes me itch to cause a stir.
Off to market I go.
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then a bribe might avail us, should the time come.
Days like this wake up to be alive. Can't make a living in the mud.
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Not good will come of this.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Walking everywhere is...
Well met.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my speciality.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and...
are you going?
Living's odd, but dreams are work, I say.
This ox cart, I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due. What am I supposed to do? Fine.
Out of the paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Now that is a surprise.
You have my protection. Certainly. How might I be of aid?
I'll touch you and feed you your entrails.
Here we go again. Battle cannot be avoided. It's fight or die.
Fancy a broken arm? Oh, that's it.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well.
Where are you going?
Monsters are apt to grow to be the height of. Should you require a cart?
Take it easy today. Learning new things is much to ponder.
Won't someone do aught about this?
I'd sooner stay out of battle where it's possible.
What? Ho, ho! If only my Alas, the sculpture and would wound. If your curiosity shall not. The man's home is located.
We may benefit from
The sculptor's home.
What's your problem?
Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
I must be vigilant. The townspeople depend on me.
As I've said, my husband has left to sleep.
Won't someone do aught about this?
As a reward, you will of course require... There is much we ought to tell, or shall change. If your majesty has any unfinished... Your majesty, that attire. I apologize for my... Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we... There is much we ought to tend, or shall change. If your majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so. Very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn.
Master! Pray, leave this place! My body, it refuses to obey me! There is a voice within my mind! It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish... I imagine this artifact is perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true Arisen. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this Godsway's power, Allow me to speak to the agent we captured some days past.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this Godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brant's investigation.
I quite agree.
I can hardly but... I'd fain hear you speak on any subject.
Look, as long as you please.
Won't someone do aught about this?
I'd sooner stay out of battle where it's possible.
As I've said, my husband... As I've said, my husband has left to slay a Dullahan at the Ill-Doer's resting place. As I've said, my...
You got a hankering for something?
We must rest. Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
I can hardly believe it turned out like this. I can hardly believe it turned out like this.
Have you business with the guild, sir?
I should... Always a pleasure. How's life treating you?
The rules at your leisure.
There is much we ought to tend to. If the information we pried from the agent is to be... I believe it is worthy of investigation. Should yet official dealings twixt Vermund and Batal. Fortunately for us, however, 'tis an entry permit, allowing passage through Batal's fortress. It even bears the I doubt any would dare impede your passage with such an ice. There is one other thing, Your Majesty. With an oracle who once served in the Vermundian court. This oracle foretold the coming of the Arisen, and was indeed. 'Twas the oracle knows much of the Arisen. Should you make her acquaintance, she...
I can hardly but...
Come on, have a look. Dave's like so much. How much of the very well, I hope.
Life is for the living, friend. Best.
You the Arisen? Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting in his...
Whatever am I to do? I'm done for. I keep my...
What's going on in town? Might go and see.
Oh dear. What am I to do?
I might nod off if I'm not careful.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Not sure what to do about that.
kicking.
Would that all my days were so
As I've said, my hub...
We shall await you here, Master.
My legs are stiff as boards after training.
I heard from Captain Brant that you planned. As for me, I've been looking into my mother's. 'Tis a letter she discarded. It seems to be addressed to. I passed an eye over it, though. Here, I thought it best that. And if you. That is. Oh, I am in no.
Welcome respite from all that hustle and sure.
I must ask you to leave this place at once.
As I've said,
would that all my days. Is there aught you require?
At once, Master.
Your leisure.
Tis busy out today for places such as this. A real treasure.
Especially for my ways.
With such as this nourish the spirit. Eyes aren't what they used to be.
Thank you for my wares.
Haste makes waste, as they say.
Not a care in the world. Always another thing. I'll have nightmares if I let myself worry very much.
Well then, son, how might I be of use?
Lettering order.
Welcome. This looks as good a place as any.
What's the saying?
Just how I like it.
I find that it's
Aye, cost much appreciated.
Something good will come today. I just know it. Not a care in the world. Tranquil places such as this are real treasures. Something fun to do. I hope the weather holds. I'm the spirit of a woman half my age. Lots to be taken care of before the day's done. This place is lovely. We might spend one day. Not care in the world. I'll have nightmares if I let myself worry over much. Then I shall remain
Standing, who might say otherwise. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent.
Oxcart monsters are apt to grow to be the height of man.
Should you require a cart?
Don't one found its way inside. You could say 'twas. I wonder if building a night.
Aye, cost much appreciated.
I don't. So where's he get his coin? Much appreciated.
I know every face here.
Fancy a look at my wares?
The world could use more places like this. I've the spirit of a woman half my age.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Always another illness. Suppose I can finish it tomorrow.
I've got to sleep and dust before I think of supper.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Oh, lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Finally, some meat and this oil has made my legs ache with pride. Vestment ready for the morrow.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
I have to turn in for the night. Not selling. Tranquil places such as this are real.
Fancy a look at my wares?
I'm going to exploring. Now, this is a place you can get one's troubles. All this wine is giving me a wicked
Fancy a look at my wares?
pleasant breeze, not getting in anyone's way. If I could, I'd never leave.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
To each their own. Tranquil places such as this are real treasures.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
All this walking has made my legs ache with pride.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Can't put a price on peace and quiet.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
I'm not getting in anyone's way. Dead on my feet.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Can't put a price on peace and quiet.
Fancy a look at my wares? Fancy a look at my wares?
I know every face here. All this walking has made my legs ache with pride.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
I can't wait to see what the day holds. I know every face here. I hope I've not left autumn down.
Well met, son. How... might I be of service?
Come take a look. You'll be glad. You did. Do come again.
Not buying? That's just as well.
Welcome. And quality's what you need if you... want to survive. Many thanks. I've...
Much appreciated. I don't. So where's he get his coin then? Makes a man.
Fancy anything my wares?
No shame in letting down your hair now and then. Ample place. Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
I'm not getting in anyone's way.
What do you
Wouldn't
have
that
to
spend all day here? I've just about had my fill of this ruckus.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
I know every face. Living hard, can't put a price on it. It's not much. Do I like flying when I can?
Fancy anything my wares?
Tis busy out today, Miss Meadow.
My bed.
I just forgot.
Tad rowdy, but just in case.
I can do with a few more hours. The monster's really scary.
Fancy anything my wares?
This town must have needs. It is my duty to find them.
As soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the tavern.
As I recall, we have another matter to attend to in this domain. It is worth considering if we've... Time?
This place offers a view. You came to see me?
What's got you in such a good mood?
Rejoice, my dog.
Welcome home.
I spend my days spinning yarns, only to come home to a wife for whose radiant...
Oh, you bold. Just be sure.
What would you of me?
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Go on, have a look. Must have taken a wrong turn. I'm tired of breaking my back for
Drink
someone
is
else.
a vice of lesser men.
I'm interested in my wares.
This is my sort of place. The more the merrier.
I'm tired of breaking my back for someone else.
Not
Look
really
at it.
pleased.
Bunch of careless fools.
Suppose that's enough for one day.
Go on, have a look.
If I sleep on my woes, mayhap they'll go away.
I'm aching for a fight. Barely
Another day,
myself out.
another adventure.
Interested in my wares?
A few hours
Sleep
sleep
would happen to
help
shake
order my
things up.
thoughts. Puts me in the mood for a song.
I'm aching for a fight.
Go on,
I'm
have a
aching
look.
for a fight.
Anything to do round here?
If I sleep on my
Only
woes,
fools walk into
mayhap they'll
peril
go away.
unprepared. I'm off. Time to be heading home.
Ain't nothing but
Interested
trouble
in my
lurking here.
wares?
Ain't nothing but trouble lurking here.
A brisk walk or puts me in the mood for a song of birds.
Ain't nothing but trouble lurking here.
Go
Wonder if there's any
on, have a
easy
look.
work to be had.
Round make for easy pickings.
Sets my thoughts down dark paths, this place.
Wish I'd been born a nobleman.
Interested in my
This is my
wares?
sort of place. The more the merrier.
A hard day's work, is it too? Humility is here.
This job better be worth it.
Go on, have a
I
look.
end up feeling weary even after a day of rest.
Interested in my wares?
All this hustle and bustle was perfected its own.
Go on, have a look.
Nothing but trouble, someone else.
A few hours sleep ought to help. I ought to have a mouthful, but might want a dash of salt. Interested in my wares?
Getting home. My claws could use a drink.
A brisk walk or two.
Must
Must
have
have
taken
taken
a
a
wrong
wrong
turn.
turn. Go on, have a look.
I'd sooner not associate.
Life's been pretty kind to me. Come to think of it.
I'm tired of breaking my back for someone else.
Interested
Sets
in
my
my
thoughts down dark
wares?
paths, this place.
A few hours sleep ought to
Any
help.
loose coin
This is
around,
nice
enough to make me
place.
rich.
The more the merrier.
All that fuss and nearly a coin to
Go
shop for.
on, have a look.
I'd sooner not associate with drunkards. Ain't nothing but trouble, look.
Aye, the ale's on me.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Pleasure doing business.
What heritage? What do you think?
Oh, it's not right. It doesn't make any sort of sense. The doctor examined him afore, yet ere since he came...
I understand how you must... There is no medicine I am caring for. However, if you truly cannot, mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him.
Home, you say?
Dear, we are
All right, he's dead.
I will look after him.
Ah, I see. After the rather strong... It was under unique circumstances. You must understand. The House of the Blue Sun. Thus, for the sake of all who reside herein, I beg you, though it pains me to perpetuate the girl's misfortune, it must...
Will he truly...
Sir Arisen, pray see to it that no...
Yeah?
Sir, 'tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, not to mention, I have to... Oh. You wouldn't happen to know someone willing to break... You would procure it yourself? In that case, the slums are a bane to the... We do what we can. Your aid is most... Yes, sir. Have you Unfortunately, but in only if you've the time and inclination, of course. As servants of the gracious hand. Yet, at times, perhaps you will recall the parent, an unfortunate pair. They've suffered by chance. He was examined by a roaming man, claiming to be a doctor. So, he was put into...
Ah, I'll take that.
Here he is. This young man is Lubomir. We've been administering the medicine recommended by the doctor who examined. To be perfectly honest, I doubt the soundness of that so-called doctor's. After all, there is no shortage of ne'er-do-wells out there, willing to claim their but I suppose I ought not say such things so openly. Come, come. We've medicine to prepare.
Psst. You there. Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing weak. It started with a slight fever. I'd see that empty bed. He told me he was feeling better. That he'd be... Mayhap I'm just imagining things. Pray, should you hear any queer rumors about the Gracious Hand, come to...
Materials, eh? I shan't deny they have their uses.
Figured I had to...
There has been talk of sending him down to the basement. Should his condition fit... That is, the basement sick room. None of the other sisters are permitted entry. Tell Liz. She gives the patients a special medicine. I know not what which is to be expected. And yet... I do hope...
Very well. I shall await further orders.
Sir Arisen, I pray see to it that naught...
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master? Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
I ought to be used to this by now.
Off wandering about again, I see. What?
You would ask the proud sire of House Berkeley to move...
Albert, cease sense. That pride of yours has already I don't believe I've had the pleasure, sir. Have we some business I'm unaware of? You mean to tell me that Albert has been playing the part of a beggar? That man who would sooner... If this is a jest, it is in very poor taste. I will place these clothes somewhere about the house. If he has aught to... You may visit us again in a few days. As I've said...
Won't someone do something about this?
Fancy a broken arm? Why, that's... Ah, now here's a surprise.
A splendid discovery. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Forgive me for being a burden, Arisen.
This should help.
So, the worst of us are taken to the basement, and none save the abbess can enter? If the gracious hand has a secret, you've done this much for me. Would you be willing to go for... you've my thanks. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. Should you find evidence fit to implicate her. See, I've already reported my suspicions to the Sentinels, and we've arranged a signal. So I beg you, sir, find the evidence you...
To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds.
You have my support.
Medicine, now.
Mayhap 'twould serve us well to track down the former patients mentioned in these records of treatment.
Have my support.
You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found any of these? Look like Johann and Bruno. I recall them being especially meek. At any rate, they may know aught of use. Lo, you're back. What? Do you think... Mayhap you could show it to the doctor I saw before coming here. Radcliffe, his name was. He's... Pray, sir, do what you can.
Methinks we would do well to bring this medicine to Sir Ratcliffe, the doctor over in the rest town.
Right you are.
Oh, someone help me.
Do you perchance remember me? You once knew me as maid to the young master. Well, I'm his maid no longer. Tell no other soul of this. But the girl I had you fetch, afeard of inviting conflict over their inheritance, Daphne's family yet the loss of her newborn child drove the mistress half mad with... I had hoped the sight of her long-lost daughter might rekindle. Would seem it was not to be. In the end, my good intentions served I suppose 'twas no less than my due.
You came to see me? You came to see...
In the end, I suppose 'twas no less than my due.
Nice to see you again. How about you? Whatever am I to do?
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
What's your business with me, Cod?
Is it true? Only, I seem to just be sure you play a fellow Drake or two, and I reckon...
If you've not...
Well met. This here, I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Pleasure doing business.
Aye, sir.
Lady Eleanor's a goodly person. I wavered between life and death for quite some time in that base. Can't say as I missed that basement, and suppose 'tis only to be expected. Aye.
Elena. Ah, yeah. A fine woman. You see, I was in the end, and once I saw her. The abbess. She handed him a large parcel, all wrapped up. You'd think 'twere medicine. But I'd not have bought medicine from... They were whispering. But I did hear one of them say, where'd they meet? 'Twas in the square, in the eastern part of the common quarter. And...
Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out. My body's not forgiven me for last night. Scuffle. What's going on?
Cleaning floor and too tired?
Watch yourself. What's your problem?
My magics are yours to command, should you require the skills of a mage. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen.
Don't complain. I'm a tad preoccupied just...
You look... You looking to join? You look...
What else needs doing?
My body's not forgiven me for last night's scuffle.
Shall we get some rest then?
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Come. We've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust?
Watch yourself. I'm not someone you want to cross.
Wonder if it's too early for dinner.
It is quiet about.
We must rest. Though... It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Here.
Aye, this is plenty. Lord Phasus is like to be nicely done. Suppose it can't have been easy to...
You suppose wrong. I command their full faith.
Ha! You're a fearsome one.
Enough. I gave you yours.
Ah, of course. Wouldn't want to hurt the Lady Saint's image.
Glad we understand each other.
Aye, be seeing.
This is not the first we've heard of Lord Phasus. What could his aim be, I wonder?
I'm not sure what we're dealing with here.
Nothing ever seems to happen around here.
Wickedness has no hold on children.
You're back. Pray, tell me, have you... These look like Johann and Bruno. I recall them being... At any rate, they may know aught of you.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
Greet, you need only make a worthy offer. I have seen your path. You've my gratitude. 'Tis lovely to see you.
I'd sooner stay out of that. It's very common.
Ah, those garments you gave me had a marked effect. Albert, to be frank, I've not the slightest interest in them. In short, you've done us all a
This development differs greatly from any in my recollection. Now that is a surprise.
As I've said, my husband...
Time to head to market, methinks. Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk. Would that I could spend
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel. I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my...
I must...
Fine, out of the cup.
Such a magnificent tapestry of stars.
Right you are. We could do with the lantern's light.
I'm afraid I don't have any knowledge about that quest as yet. If you require guidance, you must hire a pawn who does.
Must hold out to someone.
Treat us to a roast tonight. Interested in my work?
Greeting! We see a great many customers given our location.
Say, you wouldn't happen to have seen a pretty twist stolen from me. There's no exaggeration. To be quite truthful, working under a man such as him, I'd only get chewed up till he decided to spit. Unless...
The Jadeite orb could be anywhere now. Perchance we ought to speak with someone who has experience in banditry.
Where? Oh, there's always demand for weapons. particularly near... the border where... quarrels occur. Every other day. Always a pleasure.
I cannot wait to put this new equipment to use.
Greetings. You are the Arisen. Tell me, in your comings and goings, he seems to have vanished while in possession of a treasure known as the Jadeite Orb. And if I may be candid, our primary concern is an item of precious importance to myself, and in my hour of need, who should wander by but the good Arisen? You will be rewarded.
Sirs, a full Veneverad each seek the Jadeite Orb. To whom ought we to grant it? Assuming we find the thing at all.
The decision is yours, Arisen. I trust in your judgment.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Welcome, sir. After all, 'tis folly to... Finger on a single... Location, do come again.
Where ought we to go now?
I've not trained for this.
You normally you put mayhap my eye.
I've got nothing for you.
Have you? There was no warning. Of course, such rumors.
Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy something. And see the truth for yourself. Hope to see you again.
The Jadeite Orb is...
Have you come from Vernworth? The ancient battleground to the north is overrun. In times past, since a few days past, it could be that, say, if I cannot dissuade you from traversing the ancient battleground, could it, if I cannot dissuade you...
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the jadeite? Before we discuss your reward, however, you see, in my line of work, trust is come. I trust old Ibrahim's...
Follow my lead.
Come along. Good day, Ibrahim. Now, I have a bit of business to it. Any tidings?
What is it? The appraisal?